We're live.
All right. Well, we are at Friday Night Live with Tideline Marine and Cross Industries. You'll notice right now that we're sans a member for the time being. George is on his way to the Outer Banks currently and is about to his stopping point. He got a little taken out of the way on the way there. So he will be joining us remotely as soon as he gets there, which should be momentarily. He'll be joining in from where he's at. So just to let you know, so right now you got me, Chassis Cox, Cross Industries, and we're at Friday Night Live. So starting off Friday Night Live, we're going to start with two of our anglers right now who are chilling out, hanging at Lake Cumberland in Tennessee. We got our longtime partner Jeff Dobson, a very good friend of ours, and we're very happy to see him start his second year with NPFL, National Professional Fishing League, for those of you who don't know. And we're rooting for him to have a really great season. He had a really good finish last year, and we're looking for him to have a really kick-ass start this year. And we're really excited to announce that we have our new anglers. Hold on. Jeff, not Jeff.
Adam says, "What's up?"
Yeah, well, Adam's who I'm talking about. I just got a text from somebody. I'm making sure it's not George. Okay, sorry. Adam Savage right now is on his rookie season with National Professional Fishing League, and he's up there at Lake Cumberland. They should be finishing day 2 today, but unfortunately, with the weather that's been going on across the country over there, they had to cancel days 1 and 2. It was a tough call by the NPFL officials, and it's a good call on them. It's better to be safe than sorry. So they get their first run tomorrow. If you're looking for Adam, you won't be able to miss him. He's got a big white truck and a big white Phoenix with red lettered Cross Industries across the side of it with the big fish tire logo or tire fish logo on it. Of course, I need a drink. Okay, so good luck to you, gentlemen. I'm glad they kept you safe for the last couple of days. That's one less thing that all of us have to worry about. These guys are some phenomenal human beings, let alone excellent anglers. So we just want to make sure that everybody's safe. Remember that fishing is about having a fun time. Yes, we get serious about the competition. We get serious about the tournaments. But at the end of the day, it's about having a good time doing it. The reason why most of us tournament fish is because it adds another level of fun to it. If you haven't tournament fished yet, I highly suggest you start doing it, and it adds a whole nother level to the entire thing. So there's that. I introduced George to tournament bass fishing last month down in Florida, and he got a good whiff of it. It's a little bit different than offshore tournament fishing. So other than that, Adam, I'm glad that you guys are safe right now. Hopefully you are ready, and hopefully this storm didn't change your pattern too much, so you can get off to a really good start on your rookie year. Really excited to see you. I wanted to do a big post about you guys as day one. I haven't done it yet because you haven't had a day one yet. So I'm going to be doing that tomorrow morning when you guys actually do blast off. So look forward to seeing Adam's truck and boat on the Cross Industries Facebook page. And you also see Jeff's F450 with his awesome Carly suspension that we put on his F450. That
are available.
Huh?
So it's are available on the site now.
Yeah. I was getting that. Of course, us. So the lady of the house let me know that to let you guys know that Carly suspension is available for Dodge and Ford at crossindustries.com right now. So some of the best aftermarket suspension you can get for your trucks. Unfortunately, they don't make much, if anything,
They don't make anything for Chevy.
nothing for GM. So they are specifically for Dodge and Ford. So
Ford, Dodge, and Jeep.
Ford,
But they
Dodge, and Jeep.
I don't have anything up
Well,
yet for Jeep.
Dodge and Chrysler. So just keep that in mind. Also, they're really, really good people to deal with over at Carly. So we generally like to keep it that way with having good folks to deal with as far as our suppliers. We like to build really good relationship with them. And it's all about the human aspect of things. So you can have a lot of really great equipment. If they're not good folks, then why would you ever want to buy from them? And the same thing goes for us. If we're not good folks, then why would you want to buy from us? Next thing on the docket. So here in coastal Carolina, we finally had a warm day. You'll see me. I'm in short sleeve shirt. I actually have shorts on. I wore sandals today for the first time in 2022. It was phenomenal. I went fishing with a good buddy of mine, DJ. We went down to Lake Sutton. It's a little power plant lake. Usually holds some pretty good fish, and fish is a lot different than the rivers around here because, quite frankly, let's be honest, I'm not a very good angler when it comes to these rivers. I hate it. They are not my friend. I am not their friend. If I'm ever on a tournament trail and we have to fish a river, that's probably where you're going to see me do poorly. Okay, it's okay to know where you suck. It's also okay to know where you do well. And I suck at rivers. So with that being said, we had a really good day today. Let's see, our best five put together was probably around 21, 22 pounds. I had one that was literally just shy of 7 pounds. It was 6 pounds, 14 ounces. 2 ounces more on that big old girl, and she would have gone 7 pounds. He had one that was just over 4, and I had another one that was just under 5. So those were our 3 bigs, and then add a couple in that were right around 3 pounds that we didn't weigh, and they're roughly about 3 pounds. You look at my personal Facebook page, you will see those, and see those 3 big ones. DJ happens to be a very large human being, so a 4-pound fish looks very small in his hands. The dude's like 6'5". He weighs probably, I don't know.
Easy 200. Easy 200.
Well, no, 200 would be light for him. So DJ is probably what, 245, 250, and he's not fat. So if that gives you any idea of how big that dude is. And so he's a big, well-built Marine. Just retired last year. So yeah, there's that. Let's see. Other than that, I would really like George to join in. He's a little late.
A little?
A little late, yeah, right?
Kind of expected.
Yeah, well, I sent him a text. He said he was going to be late. I was like, oh, great. Now you're putting the whole station in danger. Bears. So, big news in the industry this week, right? Garmin puts out the Panoptix Plus, right? That we at Cross Industries will have available. We have available for pre-order now, but it will be available to ship sometime in April. The same, the first week in April. Just know that that's always a give or take. That depends on if the shipments come in from overseas, so on and so forth. No, they're not being manufactured overseas. They have little components to the manufactured things that are coming from overseas, right? So just because everything's put together at their plant out in Missouri does not mean that every piece of that pie was actually built here in the United States. Unfortunately, it's just the way of the world right now. and then you add in the unfortunate events from this last week. So hopefully that doesn't have any, if much, impact on those kind of shipments. So good news about the Panoptix Plus, right? For those of you who already have Panoptix, LiveScope Panoptix, if you have the black box from your LiveScope unit with the LBS 32, all you have to do is replace the LBS 32. The black box is already all you need, and you already have that part. So all you have to do is replace that LBS 32 with the new LBS 34, and you're good to go. And you're completely upgraded. So don't be going out and trying to buy a whole brand new system when you don't absolutely need to. I'm a big fan of don't get shit you don't absolutely have to. All right. So everything I have been privy to with the LBS 34, it literally looks like they took the active target transducer and made it for Garmin. So if that tells you anything about how good the active target was in comparison. So it's just a little bit more robust thing. All right, we got George just sent me a text. He's trying to log in right now. He should have plenty of service where he's at. He's out in the Outer Banks doing just fine. So try to see if I can't do this on my phone too, so I can actually have a conversation face to face with him. So, enter studio. Bear with me a second. This is interesting. Stop camera. Mute. All right. Okay. Let's try to turn that off. Okay. So let me know if you're getting any feedback. I'll turn this thing off. I'm trying to make it so I can see George here, and we can actually have like a pseudo face-to-face kind of conversation rather than me just talking to a camera. Anyway, the Tideline guy. Let's see. Guests. Who we got? Invite guest. Oh, cool. All right. What I do want to do is about next week, I would like to have some guests come on. So, Adam, expect a phone call from me because I want to hear about your rookie inaugural event on the NPFL. All right. I know you're watching right now, but I want to hear about your event. We're going to talk about it with me, you, and George here on Friday Night Live, and we're going to actually get a complete rundown of everything you've seen over at Lake Cumberland.
This is I'm game.
Absolutely. And the good, bad, and the ugly. I want to hear all. It doesn't matter. So, George just said it let him see the studio and all the lives, yet it spins in circles when he tries to get into the studio. That is awesome. Okay. George, if you're watching, please get on Wi-Fi because it helps a lot. In fact, I'm going to text you for that because
He said he can see you on Facebook.
Wi-Fi. So I apologize for the little bit of a different way of doing this. Now, when we move down to Florida and we get our shop in Florida for Cross Industries and whatever shop it ends up being called, we are going to be doing this kind of disparate thing between us, and my damn cat is trying to look outside. But so we're going to be doing this a little bit better. It's going to be obviously, from our shop down there to Tideline, and we're going to be talking about the differences between our different weeks, where we've had to see, from our Florida shop to the Tideline shop here in North Carolina. Really looking forward to that, by the way, to just see the difference between the customer base, different kind of thought processes that come from the customers. Because I mean, there really are a lot. One of the things I see online a lot, and I would love to be having a conversation with George about this, because I know he would have a lot to put into this. But I've seen this on multiple occasions where I'll have dudes that I've known personally, either through hosting events with them, or just interaction through Facebook or so on and so forth, for years on end. And this multiple times where I'll sit there and help them through choosing items and choosing what graphs to choose, which electronics, which trolling motor, blah 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 blah. And then they come back and they're like, "Oh, I got it from this guy because this guy gave me X amount of discount." It's like, why didn't you ask him for help? And it's one of those things where you have these folks who they mean absolutely nothing by it, and they just don't understand that your time is valuable too. This is our job. This is what we do for a living. This is the knowledge base that we have, and taking time out of our day to help you guys out, to help you make the right decision. That's a big deal. So just something to keep in mind. And it's interesting to see that aspect throughout, where because what we do is such a what's the word I'm looking for? It's a leisure activity for so many people. They forget that it's somebody else's job. So when they're getting help from somebody about X, Y, or Z, the damn cat came back in. Here he comes. But when they're getting help from somebody, that's part of their job, is to help you out. And then when you go tell them about, hey, I got it from somebody else because this, that's not an exciting move for them. I got to be honest with you. So
He's behind you.
I know you're behind me. What do you got, dude? You can go that way. So, other than that, let's see.
George is trying to go to a restaurant and steal their Wi-Fi.
George is trying to go to a restaurant and steal their Wi-Fi. Good for you, George. So, moving on. Next week we got the Bassmaster Classic. Who here plans on going to the Bassmaster Classic? And who thinks I need to take George to the Bassmaster Classic down in Greensboro, South Carolina? If you're here from Tideline, let me hear about it. If you're watching from Tideline.
I don't see anything. I'm only seeing T1.
Oh man. Okay. So I do have a plan to go down to Bassmaster Classic. Obviously, I want to see this new Garmin Panoptix Plus straight up close and personal while down there. They're obviously going to have that. There are times that the Bassmaster Classic show is better than iCast, and it's open to the public, and they actually do sales there, right? So iCast show is literally set up for dealers like myself, dealers like Tideline, to be connected with the industry manufacturers and whatnot to make large business deals for later on down the road. That's what ICAST is for. To be honest with you, if you were just like a random person going to ICAST, yeah, it's cool to go there. It's kind of one of those bucket list kind of shows that you want to go to, but you can't buy anything there. There's very few giveaways, and it's not that great of a show. And I'm going to jack that up. Get out of there.
Adam says that he was going to go, but he might have a local tournament. And he also wants one of the LiveScope Plus, and he's asking when they're available. They're available for pre-order right now.
They are available for pre-order right now. And just like with anything else, pre-order is probably going to be the way to go, because if you wait for them to be in stock, good luck. Right? And the only reason I say good luck is because if you wait for them to be in stock, they won't be.
Not for at least 6 months to a year.
So because there's the day we put it out that we had it, but no, the day they came out, like literally the day the Garmin announced them, we had 2 pre-orders like right away, and then we've had a couple more since then. So I mean, that's just cross industries.
Yes, they are, Adam. They're available for pre-order. He's asking if they're available on the site for pre-order.
Yeah. So I would recommend you got to do the pre-order because it really sucks. One of our pro staff members this week was, he has been trying really hard to get a hold of a Mega 360, and God bless him, he wants to get a Mega 360, and he not only he's our pro staff, but he's been calling other people because we don't have access to it, right? And the only reason we don't have access to it is because Johnson Outdoors isn't putting it out. So I mean, he sent us a message. I literally sent him a screenshot of our supplier's estimated delivery date of in June, right? And I'm like, dude, I wish I could do something better for you. But Garmin's actually usually pretty good about their estimated delivery dates. They might be a week or two off, but for the most part, they're pretty solid. Johnson Outdoors, it's a crapshoot. I mean, they say June, it could be December. I mean, that's
of the following year.
Right. That's Johnson Outdoors, and that's about how reliable they've been this entire
since COVID.
Yeah, this entire pandemic, ever since the summer of 2020, we've had to deal with that. So, but the problem is they won't tell you when they ship stuff, right? So they'll tell you it won't ship until like 6 months from now. Then all of a sudden tomorrow we'll have like 3 of them. It's like, well, so if you have a pre-order in, you might get one of those 3s that comes in tomorrow. But we won't know. So.
He's asking he would only have to order the transducer.
Yep, absolutely. So
I don't have just the transducer available on the site yet.
Why not?
Because I haven't put that on.
It's
a replacement is what it was listed at, so I didn't put it on there. So it will go on.
Yeah, that's super important because all of these guys who have Panoptix LiveScope right now, all they have to do is replace that transducer. That's it. They don't have to do anything else. They already have the black box. They already have, whatever graph that's, they're using for it. Be it a UHD series, be a GPS map series. All they have to do is replace that transducer and they're good to go. Well, transducer and the mount, because the mount is slightly different too because of the transducer. So your perspective mount is going to change, unfortunately. So it's one of the things I don't like about Garmin is they don't give you the perspective mount in the case with the active target or with the live scope, whereas the active target comes with a perspective mount, comes with a trolling motor mount, comes with a transom mount. So when you get the active target, you already have all three mounts to choose from, and you get to go from there. Whereas Garmin charges you an extra $100 for the perspective mount. Not one of my favorite things. So, and they're both the same price, unless you get the perspective mount, and then Garmin's $100 more. So, something to think about.
Except for the Live Scope Plus, it's more.
Well, Live Scope Plus is more. It's $16.99 if you're starting from scratch. So, what is the rate?
I think it's like $1,000 for the transducer.
$9.99 or
No, over. I'm looking it up right now.
All right. So the LVS 32 is $9.99. It's the same cost as the active target transducer. I'm assuming the LVS 34 is going to be $100 more. I might be wrong.
The perspective mode mount for the Live Scope Plus is $119.99.
Okay.
The actual transducer is $11.99.99.
So it's $200 more. So there you go. So we'll see. I do know that your latest update that just came with the Garmin's did clear up your picture immensely. So if you haven't done your updates on your Garmin's for a while, make sure you're doing them. Get that recent update done. Your picture's going to clear up hugely. And then by the time you're ready to add this other LVS 32 or 34, it's going to be phenomenal. So
Todd Williams just joined. He was pouring flotation foam in the skiff.
Ew.
Doesn't sound like it's fun.
No.
And Adam said it's awesome.
What's going on, Todd? So I was just Todd, you can help me out with this because I'm trying to convince George to come with me to the Bassmaster Classic down in Greensboro next week. So you got to help me talk him into this. Next week, George ain't here because he's off. Actually, it's a pretty cool thing. One of his little ones is out at a competition in the Outer Banks right now. It's one of those. I don't remember exactly what it's called. It's a Smart Kids competition, right?
Like how George would put it too.
Yeah. It's it's like a. I don't want to call it like a math Olympics because I don't think that's what it is. But anyway, they're getting to travel for it because she got herself into it. She earned her way there. So it's really cool. They're supporting their kid, which is absolutely phenomenal. That's the way things should go. Remember, when you're buying from a small business, you're not filling some corporate dude's pocketbook. You're paying for some kid to go to this math Olympics out in the Outer Banks. You're getting shoes for basketball season or cleats for football. It's not a corporate thing. It's a daily grind for every one of the family members who is a part of the business because it really is a family affair. Every day, Elise goes and picks up the kids and they go back to Tideline. And they go home from Tideline. It's a daily event for them. So
George is in the process of breaking the internet and OBX.
Do what?
George says that he's in the process of breaking the internet.
What is OBX?
I don't know.
The hell does OBX mean, George?
But Todd said, "Why not? It's fishing." What the hell, George?
Thank you, Todd. Thank you.
George says that it's the off season, so apparently they turn down the bandwidth on the Wi-Fi.
That doesn't change any of the cost. That's dumb. Yes. Oh well, whatever. I will tell you that the location that Cross is fixing to move to, we will have available Wi-Fi for people to use. It's going to be free. So when you're sitting there waiting for your boat to get done, because we've all been there, you're going to have Wi-Fi. All right, it's going to be a thing.
Todd says that he's about to head to Key West for 10-day fishing every day.
Bro, take me with you.
No.
No.
You got too much stuff going on this next month.
I know. But dude, Key West though. I mean, I'll have my phone.
No. And this South Carolina thing is next weekend?
Mm-hmm.
You know that's my birthday weekend, right?
Damn it.
Well, mine and Serenity's. Well, it's the middle of ours.
No, see, your birthday's on the 2nd. Serenity's is on the 8th, and that is not the weekend. So therefore...
Yeah, that falls directly in the center of it. George just jumped on. Hi,
Can you
George.
hear me?
See ya.
Yo, George, you are here. Dude.
Can you hear us?
Let's see. I'm trying to see George right now. Interstudio. Oh, that guy.
Oh, Christ. Now there's like 3 cameras up.
Yeah, I know. You're going to see 3 cameras. So, oh shit, everybody can see the 3rd camera, huh?
Uh-huh.
Oh, well.
It looks good. I'm sandwiched between 2 of you.
So, I have this 3rd camera so I can actually see George because everything else is done on the computer. So,
Okay, come on.
Oh, for Key West? Just when and where, and I'll jump in. I'll pitch in for gas. Just let me know.
This is neat on this. You can see all the comments from all the feeds when you're on this on the app.
Yeah.
That's neat.
So, Todd, I really can't because my wife would shoot me. So.
Oh, man.
He says, there's 2 of him.
Yeah. I just realized that Todd's going to the Keys.
So, George, I was trying to tell you that this weekend they were going to be chomping down at Sutton.
Oh, I saw the pictures.
I told you.
Looks good.
Yeah, dude.
How long did you fish for?
We got there about 9:30.
Huh.
And we fished until about 1:30 or 3.
I don't know how to turn the camera around on the app. Let me see if I can just stand right. Look at the name of this.
For a sec, he's got to go pour more foam.
Have fun, Todd.
Look at that. That's where we're going. There's billboards for that on the way, and I'm like, when we get there, that's where we're going to eat. That caused a lot of confusion on the highway.
There we go. Now there's only one of me.
Yep.
I already muted you on this side here.
Okay. So we're gonna figure out a better way to do this, aren't we?
On a computer.
So anyway, were you able to watch some of that when I was talking about some stuff?
Yeah, I saw probably like the last 35, 40 minutes. It was going in and out when you were talking between ICAST and the Bassmasters.
Okay. So, but talking about the whole I talk about a bunch of stuff. It's better when you're here to talk to.
Yeah, I don't like using the cell phone either. I think a computer would make this a lot easier, so I have free hands and a whiskey in my hand. That's probably the most important thing. It does look good.
This is my Scots Irish coffee.
So fishing went well today?
Yeah. So,
Um,
DJ even caught good fish. And he never catches good fish.
Never. I hear the stories about that.
Yeah. Well, that's good.
So, I mean, bro.
The pictures made it look like it was like you were getting sunburned there.
I was.
That's
Dude,
incredible.
I got some sun. Phenomenal. My feet got sun. I got the V from the flip flop.
Oh, so you get the flip flop tan line?
Oh yeah. It's already started.
Yes.
So
it's like 30 degrees colder in the Outer Banks than it is in Jacksonville.
Can you hear him?
Why?
Have you ever fished the freshwater rivers closer up to the Virginia border up here? It looked like there was a lot of good rivers.
Yeah. So when I was stationed in Virginia Beach, I used to fish out of Elizabeth City.
Yeah.
Pamela Cove. There we go. We used to fish. There's the North River up there.
Yeah, and there was like East Lake,
and then one of my very favorite rivers. I already mentioned that I suck at rivers. One of the rivers I don't suck at is the Nottoway/Chowan River. And I love that river.
There's a lot different. Like, looked a lot more like the South Carolina area or like Florida freshwater area driving through here.
Yeah. And then if you get across the Sound, across the Currituck, you get.
So I'm getting the few. Unless it's coming from George. I'm hearing two of you.
Oh man, I don't want this. There. How's that? A little bit better. Okay. Anyway, if you get across the Currituck Sound, you get over to. There's a place called Back Bay that goes up into Virginia Beach. I know you've seen it on a map.
I was looking at that today on the map because you can. I'm probably like, 60 miles south of there right now. If that.
Oh, dude. So Back Bay was the place I would go to all the time. Caught a lot of big fish in there, and quite frankly, it's just gotten better. So back in the day, they killed a bunch of the grass that grew up in there.
He's doing like a video.
Yeah.
Because of that, it killed off the fishery. Well, a lot of the grass started coming back when I was actually instructing at the schoolhouse there. And that's when the fishing started to get good again. And now it takes on average. Who the hell is calling me now? You can go to hell. All right. It takes on average for about 22, 23 pounds to win out of Back Bay. When I was stationed up there, if you had 15 pounds, you had the most phenomenal day of fishing ever.
Really?
Yeah.
And then
So, I mean, this fishery is really, really, really covered. It's really crazy, too, because if you get, like, on one side of it, you can be fishing grass and fishing a frog in grass, and you hear the ocean right on the other side of Sandbridge.
Sandbridge, that's what I was trying to think of when I was talking to Elise about the drive up here.
Yeah. So you're on freshwater on one side, and then Sandbridge is where everybody stays, and then the ocean's on the other side of the beach. It's nuts.
What were you guys using for bait today in the lake?
So I used a Houdini-colored fluke weightless in 10 feet of water on a 6-pound line.
Did you have to re-rig all the stuff from Florida?
No, I just used my spinning rod, and I didn't re-rig a damn thing. I just used one rod all day.
I mean, the pictures looked like it was perfect there. Like, looked nice, calm, sunny.
Yeah. Oh, dude. Well, it wasn't calm. It was windy as hell. But
Was it?
I think that was good.
Yeah.
But I had my goat, so all I had to do was hit the anchor button.
Yeah. So I got my Botox shots today, by the way. So it's exciting.
That big girl, I cast it out, twisted it a couple times, and I was letting it fall off the ledge. While I was falling off the ledge, I started fucking with the grab, right? And I was trying to set up a route that I wanted the ghost to follow. And I went to go pick up my line, and all of a sudden my line was underneath the boat, set the hook, and her head shook on the other side of the boat.
Oh.
I looked at DJ, I was like, "That's a fucking giant."
Did she come around, or you put her under the boat?
I ran to the back of the boat, told DJ to take the front of the boat, told him to take us out to deep water because I had, like I said, I only had 6-pound line.
Yeah.
He took us offshore. I told him to hit the anchor, but he didn't realize that meant the anchor, not the power poles. So he started dropping power poles. I started yelling at him about, "Why are you dropping power poles?" Instead of hit the anchor. He finally hits the anchor button. I'm in the back. By the way, 6-pound line, 7-pound fish. Drag is your friend.
You didn't want to hear the old.
No, and yeah. So,
Man, I mean, yeah, those fish look good.
Yeah, it's a good fish when your whole hand like wraps around its jaw.
Where you're like,
yeah.
Heck yeah.
And the only reason I ran to the back of the boat is because I couldn't control it away from the motor, so I had to be able to get back so I could reach the rod around the motor.
Yeah.
That's the only reason. So, it was good times.
Oh, someone from YouTube must have been to this restaurant before. They I assume that. Are they talking about the shirts from this restaurant?
Do what?
Tango is saying that the place that George is at, their shirts are hilarious.
They must have eaten here before. I'm inside now. It's actually a really cool restaurant. It's awesome inside.
What town are you in?
Kill Devil Hills. It's outside of Kitty Hawk.
Oh,
Nags Head.
Okay. I know exactly where that is.
Yeah.
So I was bragging about your kids earlier. About how you guys are traveling because your kids are smarter than we are.
Yeah. Well, I mean, your kids are smarter than we are too. That's weird. We must have done something right.
Well, we married the right women.
Touche. Well, my mom always told me I have to keep a leash. She's a keeper. Yeah, Odyssey the Mind. And, a lot of people didn't know what Odyssey the Mind was. When I was a kid, my brother did it. I never did it. But it's like, yeah, some people know what Science Olympiad is, and same concept, I guess. But
I was saying it was something like Math Olympics or something like that. But
yeah, so they get like a task. So like their task is they have to put on a show with music in a certain period of time and tell a story of which they tell you, like they'll say the theme of it is the stars in the universe, or whatever. So you have to put on a show describing the stars of the universe. Well, teaching it, if you will, in that like show, the 2-minute, 3-minute, whatever show. So that's step one, and then they do a spontaneous. So then they go in a room and they just ask them random questions, and they have to respond to it. Like an impromptu kind of like skit. But it could be a math skit. It could be Yeah, I forget what Elaine, what's the theme of your OM skit?
I'm just going to continue to throw metal and plastic in the water and catch fish.
Yeah. I mean, you got to travel just as much because if they win the state competition somewhere in the mountains, and then they go to a national one in like Iowa, which works out for me because I just go meet the GOP there and tell them what's up.
Well, you need to remember George for Congress.
Yeah, but
I have no dog in the fight. I'm not even.
By the way,
registered voter here, so
this place is so awesome that this is my whiskey.
Can I whiskey that?
I don't know, mid-grade double on the rocks.
Mid-grade double on the rocks.
Yep.
You don't just
I got my sipping whiskey here. I got my old smoky.
How many?
Ah, that looks good.
Oh, yeah.
It's kind of disappointing. There's a bar in the hotel we're staying at, but it's only open till 9, so I don't know what they were thinking.
So, question: did you show John at the shop the bass we were catching?
No, I got those photos. We were probably 2 hours out of Tideline by the time you sent them to me.
Oh, that's a bunch of crap. I wanted to make him jealous because the bass I was catching today were grouper-sized bass.
Yeah, they're bigger than the sea bass we were catching for sure. I would have eaten them.
We're the little ones.
Where I am now is where the damn monster sea bass are. I should have brought a boat.
Killed up in Wilson.
It looks like we're only like the
No.
Gulf Stream's only like 15 miles offshore here compared to down there.
No, he's
Oh,
on
no.
a video call.
Sorry about that. Yes, sir.
I got one of my smart little people. Come here.
Oh, you got a child?
I got a child.
Yeah.
It doesn't like to shower because he likes to sit in there and run the shower and then get his hair enough wet to make us think that he got in the shower.
Does he do the little
We know that
teenage
he-
flip up though?
and now the whole world does.
Yeah, we told everybody,
You're
dude.
aware. Don't tell me you don't do that because we know exactly what you do.
Yep, that look.
You've been caught.
You've been put out on the interwebs. That
Yes.
It just happened.
It's there forever now.
It is. I'm going to send that to your friends.
First girlfriend.
You don't even know how to contact her.
The internet, duh.
You know what I do for a living.
We've already contacted them. Your sipping whiskey looks empty there.
So Todd Williams apparently is putting flotation foam in a skiff.
Yeah, I saw that. I wonder, he did, he's got to send us some pictures of what he's working on.
That sounds dumb.
He said he's about completely rebuilt his J16 Carolina skiff. New transom and floor.
They actually used to be built outside of Jacksonville. Bill used to buy them from the
Now, does he
plant
like
in North
rebuild
Carolina.
skiffs and stuff professionally?
I know, Todd, you'll have to answer that. I know you've been working on it because we sold some parts and stuff for the motor that's on it not too long ago.
Yep.
Well, that's awesome.
No.
No. Yes. No. What the hell are you
No,
talking
I don't know.
no
I
one
got
wants,
yes,
no one wants to claim they know how to put a transom back in because then their phone's going to ring too much.
Nobody understands what the hell's going on.
Yes, no, maybe so. It's even more confusing because I see comments from every feed
I don't even know what's
all at
happening.
once.
Is this English?
Brand new. Oh, he put a new transom in the boat, but doesn't do it professionally. I'm gonna.
Brand new Coosa transom. Good evening. Oh, Corey. What's up, man? Corey Kramer? Are you in Arizona or Texas right now? He's out west.
Go for your peanut butter. You haven't cracked it open, have you?
Oh, I have.
Oh shit!
From the bottle.
That's cool. Look at all the cool stuff you can
Texas.
do on
Okay.
here.
So I don't blame you. Too many idiots moved to Arizona from California. There's a reason why I'm going to Florida after this and not back to Arizona. I do miss Arizona. I miss the mountains. I really do.
This is pretty neat. Look,
in Arizona.
you can see all of the feed comments. Elise is on camera now because I'm showing her what the screen
Hi,
looks
Elise.
like. Chad says hi.
Hello.
But yeah, but like you can see all. I'm showing her how you. This platform is so cool. Like on the you know.
The lakes up there are nice too.
Huh?
Over there in Arizona.
Oh, look at that.
Dude, you know what's cool about fishing in Arizona, by the way? Vice Florida? In Arizona, when you get hot while fishing, because you're fishing in an oven, we lost George, but you can pull offshore, right? Jump in, swim under the boat, jump back on the boat. You just cooled off. By the way, you just like went probably about 6 feet under the water. Surface temp, 80, 85. 6 feet under the water,
I totally broke this.
65.
600 pounds
That
of
thermal
wet.
line is shallow. You jump back up onto the boat. You just cooled off. You're good. You hit the AC. You go back to fishing, right? You do that in Florida,
I can't read it.
a fucking dinosaur's going to eat you.
Todd said that he pulled out 600 pounds of wet foam out of the bottom of the boat.
On the
Cool.
16
Pretty
foot?
sure I got my foam in my bass cat. You need to do that to my boat.
That's a lot of foam.
A-
You had a soft floor on the top side, didn't you, Todd?
So that's $9.
Was it the like the rolled floor where it went section by section? You have to send me pictures of it, Todd. I'm curious.
I
Good
didn't
dick
hear
on
that.
it.
I have no idea. All I'm seeing is Todd saying yes, sir.
George, speak up.
Oh, I was asking about the floor build because they changed. Sketch used to have like a rolled, then they did like a straight surface, different ways that they put like the caps together on it, and some were real susceptible to water intrusion if they got like a small crack in it, which is probably why you had to pull it all apart. But if he yeah, that's one of their stronger designs though from back in the day. That's when they used to be made in North Carolina.
Where are they made now? They're Carolina skiffs.
I don't know, but rumor has it they went out of state and, well, clearly they marked them up too much and they're not made in North Carolina anymore.
Well, they're no longer Carolina skiff.
What is this thing? Look at the size of this hush puppy.
They're good.
Oh my god.
How does it suck pulling it out?
I bet it did. I don't want to do that shit.
There's no fun in doing that.
No. No.
Well, Todd, does that mean you want to do it for a living now too? No. That's why no one likes to do fiberglass work. It's a very painful job.
Yeah. Dude, oh my God. So here's something. Here's a story about fiberglass, and it's not fiberglass boats. Okay, so your power pole is made out of fiberglass. Okay?
Maybe on the side.
Huh?
Todd said that maybe on the side.
Maybe on the side. You better charge like $100 a pound of that shit. But your power pole is made out of fiberglass, right? If somebody asks you when the last time your power pole was in the water, they already know the answer, okay? Because if your power pole looks like a cactus, you haven't put that bitch in the water in a long time, right?
Yeah, but that's when you touch it and it's like feeling a cast.
And it starts to fray.
The talons will do that too.
Well, yeah,
And then you don't use them, and then they start shredding themselves. Yeah.
Right. So, the talents, and I'm sure the Raptors will. We don't know about the Raptors yet because they're too new. I mean, they've been out, 2 years, maybe?
Yeah, I don't know.
Not
At
even
best.
years.
I think this is the second year.
Yeah, I think this is the second year.
Yeah. So, we had a guy. I was putting a brand new power pole in his boat this week. Or was it this week or last week? One of the two. Anyway, so he had a broken power pole already on his boat. And he had a bungee cord around this power pole, right? And as soon as I took the bungee cord off, it went plop. I was like, oh, it's already broken. Okay, cool.
Oh, that sucker was full of water. I don't know if John told you,
Hey, dude,
but
when was the last time you used this power pole? He was like, oh, can I call you?
yeah, John said the pump was full of water.
Huh?
John said the pump on his reservoir is full of water. That's probably what
No
shot
shit.
that. Yeah.
And then I went talking. Was like, "Oh, I already got that fixed a long time ago. Power pole, blah blah blah." Like, no, you didn't. Not a chance in hell. I'm sorry, but you didn't have that strapped up with a bungee cord because you had it fixed already. Todd, what do you? I'll come by and see you guys. I've got to go get a gas tank. Looking for a service test. Well, none of us are going to be there at Tideline until Monday. I'm just letting you know.
Yeah, we're coming Monday so we can look up and I can show you the different dimensions of above and below tank.
And not to mention, none of you guys came in for the Bubble Bellies on Monday. I brought them in, and they're still there.
We have to make fun of Ryan. We have to make fun of Ryan for.
Huh?
We have to make fun of Ryan for not posting it enough on the internet.
Yeah, he did post them on the internet. He just did a piss poor job.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, same shit. So, anywho, Todd, come by. I will give you a pack of Bubble Bellies because I know you'll be back to buy more. I know this for a fact. Other than that, yeah, we got plenty. Come by Tideline. I want to show you guys these Bubble Bellies. I want to show them off. I want to give them away. I want to let you know that they're for sale. But I want to give them away first because I know you're going to come back to buy another pack of them. Okay?
We get Todd to go fishing with a couple of them, take some pictures for us of them on the water.
Well, George, I wanted to go fishing this weekend.
Well, you caught all the fish.
I did not. I left some back there. I broke at least one off into a brush pile. That was another big one. I will be doing a giveaway for that Transom Saver, but I'm not doing it yet.
I wasn't sure what you guys were doing that.
Who's got a Yamaha?
You have a Yamaha?
I already have it. But who's got a Yamaha and likes green?
Trying to think. Hot Rod's got a Yamaha, but he bought one of those.
Hot Rod?
Rodney Jones, he's got one of those already on his boat.
Well, I'll be giving that thing away at some point in time on one of these Friday Night Lives. So you guys better be paying attention if you got Yamahas. Come to this Friday Night Live because that fits a show. That fits, well, you got to measure your shit. Yamaha is retarded because the width of their push rods is different depending on when they put the damn motor together. I don't know why that is.
COVID.
Huh?
We'll blame it on COVID, even though it's not the case.
No, it's not the case. It's Yamaha.
Todd said E-Tech, sir.
I'm sorry. George likes E-Tech. I don't. That's right. Nobody will like any other outboard other than my outboard that just become patent pending, and I'm going to make Mercury buy here shortly. So there's that. George, I need dinner. I think you guys are sitting at dinner.
Well, I've been scarfing fries while we've been talking.
You asshole.
You want one? I can't feed it through the. Where's the camera? Ooh.
Yeah. Well,
you got pizza downstairs waiting for you.
I do have pizza downstairs waiting for me. So, with that, George, good seeing you. Sorry I missed you today, but
everything is left and right.
Today fishing.
We'll have to go next week.
Okay.
I don't know.
I got all those rods in my boat, by the way.
Oh shit! I forgot about that.
Yep.
It was like 10 of them.
Todd said, "Have a good evening."
You take care. Everybody take care. God bless.
Yep.
Say a little prayer for Eastern Europe because who knows what's going to happen next.
Yep.
All right. Y'all take care.
Later.